Hello folks and welcome back to All the Mods 7. This is Akoto and, we just updated the pack again and there are some things in here we really need to take a look at. So, yeah, let's get going. So to start off today, I wanted to stop over here because you may notice we have a new building on our grounds here, and inside said building, a very dark and morbid-looking structure, is Reinhold, who's now been named. I needed a friend, and I decided that my friend needed a house. So we built a house for him, and it's real simple. It's blackstone, it's a table with a book on it, because I figured you want to read. These sconces that are from supplementaries that we found inside the End Fortress, the Stronghold. And, Reinhold seems to like his new place, so he used Hellbark for the doors, and he's got a withered rose out here on a planter. I had a lot of fun with this. So it was just a real quick build that I really kind of liked. Of course, we're using Hellbark slabs and dead trees and, all the dark, morbid, angry things. So, there's that. I really enjoyed that. And for those of you that are watching, I am actually recording this on Thanksgiving before we start dinner, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone here in the United States. Or for those of you who didn't celebrate Thanksgiving or you're in another country, happy Thursday. Yeah, so about that. One of the things I am thankful for, by the way, and I mentioned this at the end of the last episode, but just in case you didn't get there, I didn't see that one, I want to say thank you to all of you out there who have joined recently, who have subscribed to the channel recently, or who have left comments on my last videos, my last several videos. This is easily the most successful series this channel has ever had. Now, I know you're probably looking at it and going, well, this video's got like 50 views, man, whatever. Let's talk about YouTube for a second and percentages, just real quick before we go on anywhere else. So, for those of us who are creators on YouTube, the idea isn't, I want to get something that has 1 million views. I mean, obviously, that would be fantastic. If one of my videos had 1 million views, that'd be great. What we're looking for when we are creators for this is we're looking for consistency, and we're also looking for what our percentage viewer rate is, just to see how, to gauge how successful things are going. Now, I'm going to still make the content I want to make. Okay, so I don't really care about viewer numbers overall because I like making content. I'm going to make the content I like to make, and if you like it, fantastic. If you don't, hey, there are other creators out there you can go watch. But with this series, with All the Mods 7 here, the first video in this particular series, episode 1 that we did, part 1 of this, has now more views than I have subscribers, which is kind of unheard of. I mean, usually it's a percentage. So basically, the number I've always heard is that for any kind of video that you make, any content you make, 10% of your total viewership is what you should be shooting for in that particular video as far as numbers. So if you have 10,000 subscribers, you want to get 1,000 views. I mean, that's pretty well typical, and that's indicative of a healthy channel. So if someone like me, who I've got like 200, and as of time of the recording anyway, 284 subscribers, if I get 28 to 30 views, that means that I'm doing what I should be doing, and this is a nice and healthy thing. Every single one of the videos on this has beaten that number mostly soundly. It's usually anywhere from 20 to 40% of the total number of subscribers I have and views, and that is amazing. And that is all you guys. I just make the content. You're the ones who watch it and leave comments, a lot of whom I really appreciate, like Seamus and Gavi and I think Toby and a few other people on here who've left comments. I really appreciate all the comments that you've left on all of my videos. It's fantastic. King Otaku, another guy who's big in the Discord as well. I can't name everybody who's come over here and seen all this stuff, but it's really appreciated, and I greatly thank all of you because it's just blowing my mind. It really is. The amount of feedback I've gotten on this series and the amount of positive comments and people who are enjoying the series and who started playing the pack because of me. I mean, all that's really cool, and I really appreciate that. And I can't say it enough. It's been fantastic. Okay, so that's all out of the way now. Let's actually get into what we're going to be doing today. So I updated the pack. And there's a couple of new things here that we want to get into. One of which, if you look in here, is this particular mod. This is the Blue Skies mod, and the way to get to the Everbright and the Everdawn. And this is very exciting for me because I have never been to this dimension. I've been to every other like created dimension you can think of. I've been to the Betweenlands. I've been to the Deep Dark. I've been to the Ether. I've been to all these other different dimensions. I have never been to this dimension, and I am so glad it is in this pack because I want to go there. I want to go to the Everbright and the Everdark. But then the other mod that was added to this, which is also very interesting, something I have never played with before, is Minecolonies. So Minecolonies was actually added into this particular mod pack as well. So we now have access to Minecolonies. So we've got two things that I really want to do. First of all, I want to play with both of these mods because I've never messed with them before. I've never messed with Blue Skies. I've never really messed with Minecolonies. I've done a little bit here and there, but I've never played around with it too much. I've heard it's very resource intensive and very grindy. And if that's the case, that's kind of not my thing. I don't like grindy is fine. I'll go grind and mine and do all this other stuff and grind out resources. That's fine. But like mods themselves that are grindy by design, I'm kind of not as into. So we might try it, and if it turns out great, fantastic. If it doesn't, then we'll go do something else. But the Blue Skies, the Everbright, the Everdark, oh, I want to go there. Or the Everdawn, I should say. I want to go to those too. Only problem is we have to find a village that basically has a guy who will sell us a book about both of these things. So we've got to go on a little bit of an adventure, and I have got everything in my toolbar here that I think I'm going to need for said adventure. So I've got all my tools. I've got 2 waystones and my sleeping bag with me. I've got 2 bundles that I can use, but then I've also got things I can trade to people once we get there. And I've got some emeralds as well. So I think I've got everything that we're going to need for this particular adventure on me. So let's take a nap, and we'll start off bright and early to see if we can find a village that has this trader in it so we can get the map and start on the Blue Skies. So, yeah, let's take a nap, and we'll go do that. So, no luck finding the village that I need yet, but I did find this, which is just, this makes me want to move, like maybe into that castle over there. But I mean, just check this out. It's just, this is some of the world generation that you see in this pack and others. This is a lavender field. You can find poppy fields, lavender fields. Like, look at the leaves on this. This is the jacaranda blossoms. So I just so pretty, so nice looking. I mean, even when you're out looking for stuff, if you can't necessarily find what you're looking for, you run across stuff like this all the time in this pack, and it's just gorgeous. So, yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. However, not what we're looking for, so let's keep going. So after a ton of exploration, looking around and finding a lot of really neat stuff, unfortunately we were not able to find the guy. There's a guy that you have to find that has a portal to the Everbright or the Everdawn, and we couldn't find him. We went like 10,000 blocks and no sign of the guy. So, as much as I want to go to the Everbright and the Everdawn, which I really, really do, that's not going to happen today. So what we're going to do then is look at this other mod that was added to this other big mod that was added over to this particular mod pack, which is this, Minecolonies. So this one I have not played with since 1.12. I have not played with this particular mod in a very, very long time. But some of the same rules still apply. So we need our supply camp, which we went ahead and built. It's real easy. You can choose either a supply ship or a supply camp, depending on where you're at. Supply ship gives you a boat in the ocean, and the supply camp gives you a camp, just like it says. And it takes 5 chests. It's real simple. The supply ship takes 5 boats. It's not hard to get started in this particular mod. And this mod can give you a lot of really powerful items very quickly. So it's kind of more of a beginning game thing, but I want to show you how to do this, and I want to do it too because I want to see some of the changes they've made, because just looking in here, it looks like there's a lot of new stuff that you can get with Minecolonies that you can do all sorts of different stuff with. There's an apiary, there's a mystical site you can do. So basically the idea behind Minecolonies is you're the mayor. I'm used to this from my other series. You're the mayor of the town, and you build an entire town. And you have different stuff that you can put in said town. You can have a school, you can have a glassblower, you can have a smeltery, You can have a flower shop, enchanter's tower. That might be interesting. University, hospital, restaurant, smeltery, library, all different types of stuff. So you can basically make, for all intents and purposes, super villagers, which is kind of cool. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go ahead and get this started. Now, if I remember correctly, you have to have quite a bit of area cleared off to be able to do this. I'm going to put it right outside my tunnel here because I figure that's a good place to have it. It's still got a little bit of coverage from the mega torch that's up there, so we don't really have to worry about, mobs coming in through and ruining our life or ruining our villagers. Enchiladas. So we're going to go ahead and pop down the supply camp here. We may have to sculpt it a little bit just to give it a little bit more room because we do need a lot of flat land for this. So let's go ahead and place it here. And it'll basically tell us where we can put it. Now, you do have some options here. So let me get a little bit closer. Escape, leave the GUI, and inspect the preview. There we go. So we can take a look and see how this is going to look. So actually, I think we've got enough land right there. Cool. So they have made this a little bit easier. It used to be really finicky trying to get this set down because you had to put it all on flat ground. But it looks like they've taken care of that by just adding a little bit of land underneath. So this is how it's going to look as far as the preview goes, which is pretty neat. I like it. Now, this is the Acacia version. So if we... not escape. So basically, if we go over here, and we can choose what type of supply camp we want. So we can go Asian. So here's our Asian-style supply camp. So it's a tent and a lot of, Asian-inspired kind of things. The thing is this early on will even give you, a bed, a tent, a house. It'll give you everything that you need to be safe in the mod pack, which is kind of cool. Let's see. What else do we have here? We have the Birch supply camp, which is made of birch. Imagine that. We have the Caledonia supply camp. Oh. It's a boat in the sky. Yeah, we're not going to do that one. What else do we have here? We have the Dark Oak supply camp. So this is basically a treehouse, which is fun. What else do we have? The Fortress supply camp. So check this out. You basically have a fortress that gets built for you with 5 chests. That's made of, stone and all sorts of different stuff. So if you want access to stone early on, here you go, stone brick. Yay us. Space Wars supply camp. Is this a sand crawler? It's a sand crawler. That's fabulous with droids. It's droids. That's great. It's great and silly all at the same time. So yes, you can make a sand crawler if you really want one. True dwarven supply camp. So this is the dwarves. Look at all the kegs. I mean, dwarves. We are going to do the Fortress supply camp. We're going to do it a little bit further away. So Fortress supply camp. Oh, okay. So we do need to make these a little bit taller. Okay, so that's fine. At least they give you an outline now, because they didn't used to do that. And it was really, really irritating. Just trying to figure out how much space that it needed. And there's our supply camp. Huzzah! A little bit closer over here. Well, we're going to get rid of some of this anyway. So, but there's our supply camp. Look how... This is amazing. I mean... This is really cool. So you've got, you got your fortress, you got a banner. 5 chests. You need 5 chests to make this. I mean, your floor's dirt and podzol, but that's okay. I mean, that's all right. You got racks of stuff, so you can actually place stuff on these, I believe, and take them off. Yeah, so you got a whole bunch of tools, and then over here you got a whole bunch. So it gives you starter tools. It gives you bamboo. Hey, cool. A couple of furnaces, bookshelves, armor. It's leather armor, but it's armor. Place your town hall where 4 chunks meet F3 and G. Okay, cool. We'll be doing that. And then you go up to the next floor here. We've got a bell. We've got another rack with the town hall and the build tool. That's what we're going to need those. So those are the things that we will definitely need for this. And then we go upstairs. We've got a little fire, a little watchtower. This is neat. This is really neat. I'm glad they updated this mod for 1.17 because it was always one of those that I wanted to play around with. Ooh, hey. Hey. It's always one of those mods I wanted to play around with, but it was just so irritating to get into that it was really hard to do. So yeah, we have a fortress sitting right outside of our tunnel now, which is kind of cool. However, it's all going to get torn down because as neat as it is, we don't need any of this stuff that's in here, and we can definitely use the resources more. And we're just going to go ahead and put our town hall effectively wherever we want. So let's go sleep. We'll tear down the fortress, grab all the stuff, and and work on our Minecolonies colony. I know that we have this all cleared back out again and have a ton of materials that we can use for other building projects. We're supposed to put this town hall basically where 4 chunks meet. So right here, 2, 3, 4. So right about here, I guess. I can't help but hear the very ominous music in the background there. So, town hall. There we go. Oh my goodness. So now we can look and see the town hall. Okay, so it's telling me to use the builder tool to place this. So we've got that option. So we've got a bunch of different options as far as, I mean, how big is this going to get? Well, it's like level 4. What's level 4 town hall going to look like? Oh my god. That's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. So we don't want the acacia one. What do we... Oh, cave. What's cave? That doesn't look very cavey. It really doesn't. So, oh, that's level 4. What's level 1? That doesn't look very cavey, does it? Okay. You know what? We're gonna go with Caledonian. I mean, because I don't need something that's so massive that it takes up this entire area. Because obviously we're probably going to expand down this direction, maybe out over here, over there. But we don't need something that's just gigantic right off the bat. So yeah, we're gonna go with Caledonian. Ta-da! And we've got the advancements. Start your colony. Nice. Let's go ahead and turn those off. What moon is... What? The harvest moon. Ooh. Well, we don't really need crops at this point, but if we did, there we go. So now we have our town hall, and we have an enchanted spider over there. Should we go kill him? Yeah, I think we should. All right, and back to the matter at hand here. So now we have our town hall basically ready to go. So no nearby colony. You do not currently own a colony. You're able to create a new colony here. Yes, create new colony. Ta-da! And it's actually going to create a new colony in this particular area. Word is out about a newly founded colony. Soon the first settlers will join your colony. If there's enough space around the town hall, experienced governors can turn off these helpful messages in the town hall block. Fair enough. So this is the space that we have here. Now we do want to clear out a little bit of this because this is going to be where the town is going to start. The first settler arrived at your colony. You should build a builder's hut. I should. Thank you, game. You're very helpful. But first we're going to get rid of some of this stuff. So we need to get a little bit more room here for our new colony. So let's do this. There we go. That's probably good. Well, hello, Brian Gupta. How are you? Okay, so we need a builder's hut. And apparently this is the area that we have to build our colony. So we can go all the way out there. So now, oh, hey, we've got a second. Do we have a second guy that showed up? Yes, we have a second person. May Astley. Where's Rick? What? Oh, and a third guy, Eddie Cook. Hi, Eddie. Eddie, you're a little old. All right, so after some trial and error, we've got the builder's hut that we can go ahead and set down right here. Sure, we'll use the build tool. Why not? Why shouldn't we? Where is my build tool? That's interesting. Where'd my build tool go? It just sort of went away. Oh, wait. Is it in here? Yes, I got put in here. Whoo. Oh, okay. So yes, so build tool to place down the builder's hut. So that's going to be the town hall. So maybe right about here. Builder. There we go. And we do want the Caledonia style. How does that look? Holy crap, Batman. What is... Is this the... Oh, that's the town hall. Okay. So the town hall's going to look like that? That's pretty amazing, actually. That's really cool. And it goes along with my build style, too, which is nice. Okay. Sweet. So I guess... Let's make sure that that's saying level 1, 2, 3... What's level 4 look like? Okay, so it doesn't get any bigger than that. That's good. Okay. Okay, cool. Yes. Level 1, Caledonian. Build it there. Great job on the placement of the builder's hut. However, that's not enough. You need to access it and click the building button. Soon your citizens will be creating new structures for the colony. Nice. Okay. So building of extra help pages. Here you can have an overview of the government. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, got it. All right, and now we build the building, and Eddie is going to go over and do his thing. So basically, Eddie's got all that, but he needs some stuff before he can do it. So basically, I need a hoe to continue working. All right, so I will work on it. I will get you a hoe. So let's see here. We will go ahead and make him a hoe, because the thing is, if we give him like a wooden hoe, it won't last very long at all. So let's go ahead and give him... What do we want to give him? Let's give him an iron hoe, because we've got tons of iron at this point. So there you go, buddy. Here is... yeah, I will work on it. Inventory. There's your hoe. So I can only give him a wooden or a gold hoe. Awesome. All right. Back. Okay. Well, I just made this wooden hoe, or this iron hoe, for no good reason. So we need to actually make him a wooden hoe. Okay. I'll work on it. Where's your inventory? Is that what you needed? Okay, that's what you needed. So another thing that everyone needs is housing. So basically what we've got here is we've got 4 houses that we're going to go ahead and put up. And I'm thinking we're going to spread out this direction with the housing, because that's the direction of the old village. Now, some of this is probably going to have to be, landscaped quite a bit, but that's okay, because we can go ahead and do that. Yes, use the build tool. How does this... Whoop. Citizen. Okay, let's go Caledonian, because that's the style we're working with. How's that going to look? That needs to be moved over a little bit. So let's go here. We can choose to move it over and see how that's going to look. I think it's going to look pretty good. Okay, so we'll put that house there. And then we've got some more houses that we can toss down in various different places. All right, and we've got our first couple of buildings done here. So we got the builder's hut, we've got the town hall, and we've got 4 houses that we've got all set up here. So let's go back over and see what Eddie needs now. He needs a shovel. What kind of shovel can we give him? Wood or gold? Great. Okay. So 1 wooden shovel for you. Do I have... I do not have a wooden shovel, because why would I? I mean, of all the things I could make, a wooden shovel would not be one of the things that I would probably put together. So, all right, buddy, here you go. Yes, yes, yes. Where's your inventory? There's your inventory. There's your wooden shovel. Go for it. And now we can actually get people set up to do other things. So let's go ahead and manage workers. I believe we can just go over to these houses that we've got. So these two are already talking together. Good, good, good. I'm glad. So build options. Oh. Build building. Okay. So we have to do the builder's hut first before we can get to the actual housing for our citizens, which is fine. So, Eddie, you need to go a little bit faster over here, buddy. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. A little bit faster. Oh, God, this is going to take forever. Can I help? Can I help you? Because I can totally help you. I mean, we could do this real quick, buddy. Real quick. It's like watching paint dry and then waiting for it to peel. Oh my God, dude. And while we're waiting some interminable time for our builder to be done, because contractors never work on schedules, let's talk about a few other things that are new in the mod pack now that we've upgraded the pack. And that one of those is Occultism. which is an interesting looking mod. It's a magic mod I've never even heard of, let alone messed around with. So I'm guessing to go ahead and get started in this, we're going to need our Dictionary of Spirits, which is pretty easy to make, actually. So if we go over here to this, we go click that, and we need a Demon's Dream Seed and a book. And we got plenty of books, and actually these drop off of trees. So as you're harvesting wood, you'll get these in addition to a bunch of other stuff like the new red currants and a few other elderberries, a few other things. So if we go ahead and just remove the items, we have ourselves a Dictionary of Spirits. So now we have the book. So what does the book tell us? Let's take a look, and we can see here. It's Dictionary of Spirits, first edition. Book aims to introduce the novice reader to the most common summoning rituals and equip them with a list of spirits and their names. The authors advise caution in the summoning of the listed entities. Alrighty then. And then you got a whole bunch of different stuff that's in here. So we can go ahead and get to the getting started area. First step's becoming a successful summoner. You know, this strikes me as just a terrible idea for me to do, but I'm going to do it anyway, because why not? So, let's see. So we have to acquire the third eye, and then your first contact with a demon. These pages will be your trusted guide. Demons? Demons? Demons! I just want to talk to the demons. Demon's Dream is an herb that gives humans the third eye, as well as the ability to interact with other world materials. Seeds can be found like wheat seeds by breaking grass. Consuming the fruit grown activates the ability. An additional side effect of Demon's Dream and other ways to obtain the third eye do not bring is the ability to interact with other world materials. While under the effect of Demon's Dream, you are able to harvest other stone as well as other world trees. Ooh, interesting. The consumption of Demon's Dream allows to see parts of the other place. The other place. Okay, this is totally based on... This is Stranger Things. Okay, gotcha. The intersecular plane of existence. Okay. For now, we're just going to plant these right here. And does bone meal work on them? Well, you know, if bone meal doesn't, growth probably will. Maybe not. Interesting. Okay, let's try some bone meal here. So, growth does work on it. So my hoe is enchanted with growth 3, which basically means if I stand near plants, they grow faster. Yeah, look at that. About done. Yes, there we go. So now we have a mature Demon's Dream. So let's go ahead and harvest. We get 2 seeds and some fruit. All right. Let's put... You know what? I think we're going to be done with tea for the time being. So we now have the fruit here. This food is not nourishing enough to improve your health. No kidding. Okay. So let's... What can we do with the fruit? We can make a Croptopia book, yes, or an environment detector. Or we can just eat it and... basically go on a little trip, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's terrifying. Right. So, boy. So it doesn't last very long. Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing we can do. So, let's go ahead and grow some more of this. We'll make some more, we'll go eat some more fruit, and we'll see what's around here. All right, now that we got some of our demon fruit here, let's see what we can see. Oh, it's so terrible. Okay, so if we go wandering around over here, so we're looking, I'm not sure exactly what we're looking for is the thing. We're looking for places where the demon world intersects, I guess? I'm not entirely certain. I guess we're looking... Are we looking for a cave? What are we looking for? I'm just not sure. Well, I've eaten all of my demon fruit, and I have found nothing. Except this bear. Who's now on fire. There we go. That wasn't part of the mod. No, I've eaten all the demon fruit and looked around, and I did not see anything out of the ordinary. So I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong. See, this is why... Okay, so let's have a real talk here. Real talk time. This is why I don't like magic mods in Minecraft. Is, like, so many of them are so, like, institutional knowledge intensive. Like, if you don't know how to do something in a mod, you're never going to know how to do it because it's not written down anywhere. It's just people who have been playing with the mod forever understand the mod and do the things that you need to do in the mod to make the mod work. And the description of things that the mod creators put out there for most of these magic mods is very vague. Now, look, I understand that Minecraft itself is a game based on institutional knowledge. Like, there's nowhere to really go other than, the wiki, of course. But, I mean, there's nowhere to really go once you pick up the game to understand what you're doing. So I get that part of the fun of the game is discovering, that sugarcane makes paper, that you can grow crops and feed yourself. I mean, I get that part of the allure is that. But there comes a point when you're trying to do something, especially when you're talking about a mod that's this intense as this particular mod is, that's this difficult to get into, that it just becomes unfun. It really does. It's not fun to basically follow the directions and then have the directions not tell you a certain thing, or tell you that, look here for this type of stuff, look over here for this type of stuff. And it's like, that's fine. But a lot of times with these mods, it doesn't tell you that. So you have no idea that that's what it's looking for. So you can sit there and just literally beat your head against a wall forever and never be able to actually figure out what in the world the mod is telling you to do. Like Minecolonies, this one, I mean, after a while, it's like, okay, I get it. I get how it works now. Oh, what are you telling me now? What are you telling me? There are no guard or barrack towers on it, so I don't feel safe there. Dude, I'll work on it. And you need 14 spruce fence. I'll work on that too. Oh my god, you are so needy. So yeah, most of the tech mods, a lot of them are fairly self-explanatory. You build one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. Some of them are a little bit more difficult than others, like Thermal Foundation, I was never really a fan of. AE2, I just can't stand. So some of them are but things like Mechanism, Mechanism makes sense to me. Mechanism is build the first thing, to build the second thing, to build the third thing, and then you have all the things, and now you go. Now you have a jetpack and a flamethrower, have fun. I mean, so that part is fairly simple. We need to make a whole bunch of crap for this guy because he's just completely and utterly inept. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I'm not a big fan of magic mods in mod packs. So now I don't know if I put Minecolonies as a tech mod. I really don't think it is. I think it's sort of a world building mod. It's a little bit different. This guy's actually going a little bit faster now. Thank God. Now that I've given him all the materials he could ever possibly want. So yeah, I'm a tech mod kind of player just simply because that's where I live. Magic mods and I we just don't typically get along. I mean, I've tried a number of them, and I'm really not a fan. I mean, no disrespect meant to you mod creators out there who enjoy making magic-based mod packs or magic-based mods. Go for it. Totally. It's just not my cup of tea. I like my tech, I like my electric furnaces and my solar power and my jetpacks and my flamethrowers and my giant nuclear reactors. I like my tech. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's once again, it's Minecraft. Remember, this is a game. No one can tell you how you can and cannot play the game. So play it the way you enjoy playing it. So, and I don't know if I'm enjoying this one or not. I'm watching someone else do the thing that I like doing maybe the most in Minecraft, which is building. I mean, other than adventure and exploration. I'm watching him do all the work over here, and I'm already looking at it going, no, why are you doing it that way? You could do this instead. And it's triggering my OCD. But I mean, this is kind of cool watching him build a house. That is kind of neat. So yeah, it's magic mods and I've just never really been into them all that much. So it's hard for me to get into them at all, just simply because of that fact. It's just, it kind of, they kind of just grate on me. So I'd much rather play a pack that has more tech than magic. Now, all the mods, obviously, you want to have something that's something for everyone, which is why there are magic mods involved in here, is because you don't want to have just, large amounts of tech. What are you doing in here? How you doing, buddy? This is not terrible, I have to say. This is not a terrible little building you've got going on here. I'm kind of impressed, actually, for an AI building tool. So it's kind of neat. So, I mean, with all the mods, I understand you want to have sort of a mix of different stuff. You want a mix of tech and magic and exploration and building and adventure and questing and just a little bit of everything. Because especially with a kitchen sink pack like this, where there's really no gating for anything. So I get it. I totally understand, and I understand there are people that I've actually. Yes, yes, thank you. There are people who I've played the game with on SMP servers, specifically like Kitty over on any of Oni's servers that he does. That first thing she looks for is like, is there blood magic? Is there thaumaturgy? Is there anything I can do that's fun with magic-y stuff? And she immediately goes for those. She's drawn to those particular mods, and that's fine. Hey, we reached goal. Build a builder building. All land within. What'd that say? All land within 1 chunks of builder has been claimed. Nice. Very cool. We have our first building. Let me continue feeding these guys because otherwise they're going to frickin' starve. So here, have some fish. Have some fish. Celebratory fish. Fish for you. Here, have some fish. Congratulations. Oh, that is not enough fish. There, you have fish. Congratulations. Woohoo! We have our first building. And, it's simple, it's basic, it's that Caledonian style, which I actually really like. And now we need to have people build over here. And if you stand on top of Reinhold's roof here, we can just watch them toil away down there at all of our demesne that is below us. And next to the abandoned village that everyone got eaten by zombies. I wonder if they had thought of that before they started building their colony here, and they were taking my orders to just, build over here, and then over here they see what's left of the village that I kind of ignored, and everyone got eaten. I wonder if they're worried about that at all. I would be. Speaking of which, Reinhold, how you doing in here, buddy? You good? Yeah? You need anything? Oh, you're dead? So, yeah, you don't need much, do you? Okay. All right, good talk. So, today didn't really go as planned. Reinhold, would you please... I'm trying to talk to the people here. It wasn't exactly the plan that I had originally started out with, because we wanted to go try to find the Everbright and the Everdawn. Reinhold, really? Dude, this is not appropriate for YouTube. I do hope you enjoyed us getting into Minecolonies a little bit. What in the world are you doing? Reinhold's just having a dance party with me over here. So we wanted to go into those. We didn't get a chance to, but we got a chance to look at Minecolonies a little bit. It's a really neat mod. I do recommend getting into it if you do like that kind of thing, if you like world building and feeling like you've got a community, even though you're in a single-player world, which is fun. The magic mods, like I said, just not my thing. I mean, I can see the allure. I can see the people who like doing it. I just am personally not a huge fan of magic mods just in general. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you liked our going into Minecolonies and delving into a little bit of the occultism mod and just sort of getting started with those. Next episode, we'll probably be doing a couple of different things. Like, I want to do some more building. There are a couple more mods that I want to get into that are in this particular pack that I want to try out, that I want to show you as well. So I hope you stick around for that. I thank you for coming along on this one. So on your way out the door, make sure you hit like and subscribe if you did like the video. And if you're not subscribed, why not? Come on over. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. We've had more subscribers. I've had more subscribers with this series than I've had with any other series that I've done on this channel. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all of you. But if you're not subscribed yet, hey, hit subscribe. It's free. And, oh my God. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And I don't even ask for your credit card number. At least right now. Maybe later. Anyway, I hope you had a fantastic time. But if you don't feel like subscribing, hey, don't feel like you have to. I do this for fun. I do this for entertainment. I do this as a hobby. So don't feel like you have to do anything other than just watch the videos and enjoy them. But whatever you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again real soon. Say goodnight, Reinhold. I'm not going to do the joke again. Good night, folks.